Hi, and welcome to Real Talk English in Espanol. I'm Chris, and I'm really glad you're here. On this channel, you'll learn English and Spanish through real conversations, the way people actually speak in everyday life. If you enjoy learning in a natural and relaxed way, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Hey, it's good to be back.
Yeah, it feels like it's been a long day again.
It always feels like that in the city.
Exactly. Everything moves so fast.
That actually brings us to today's topic.
Yeah, living in the city or living in nature,
Two completely different lifestyles.
very different.
So, if you had to choose right now, what would you pick?
Honestly, nature.
Really?
Yeah, without thinking too much.
That was quick.
I've thought about it before.
What makes you choose nature?
Peace.
That simple?
Yeah, just peace. No noise, no rush, no pressure.
That sounds nice.
It is, at least in my mind.
In your mind?
Yeah, because I've never really lived in nature.
Same here. I think the idea of nature is very attractive,
Exactly.
but the reality might be different.
How so?
Well, it can be quiet, maybe too quiet.
Hmm, yeah, I can see that.
No people, no activity, no energy.
But isn't that the point?
It is, but humans are social.
That's true. What about you? Would you choose the city?
I think so.
Really?
Yeah, I like the energy.
The noise?
Not the noise, but the feeling
What feeling?
that something is always happening.
Yeah, that's true.
You can go anywhere, anytime.
There's always something to do.
Exactly.
But doesn't it get exhausting?
Sometimes, yeah,
That's what I mean.
yeah, the city can drain you.
Exactly.
I think the city gives you opportunities.
And nature gives you space.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, space to think, space to breathe.
Space to slow down.
Exactly.
Do you think people in nature are happier?
Hmm, not always.
Why not?
Because happiness doesn't depend on location.
That's true,
You can feel lost anywhere.
even in a beautiful place.
Exactly.
But I do think nature helps.
Yeah. It changes your mindset.
How?
You become more present.
Because there are fewer distractions,
Exactly.
no phones, no constant noise.
Just you and your thoughts.
That can be scary.
Yeah. But also powerful.
In the city, you can escape your thoughts.
Yeah. There's always something to distract you.
Exactly.
But that's not always a good thing.
True. Do you think you could live in nature long term?
I don't know.
Why not?
I think I would miss people.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing.
Connection?
Exactly.
What about you? Could you leave the city?
Maybe for a while.
Like a break?
Yeah, like a reset,
That sounds nice.
just to slow down and breathe.
I think everyone needs that sometimes.
Yeah, especially now.
Maybe the best life is a mix.
City and nature,
Yeah, balance.
that makes sense.
You get the energy of the city and the peace of nature.
Best of both worlds.
Exactly.
I think the real question is,
What?
where do you feel more alive?
That's a good question.
Yeah,
For me, I think it's in nature
why?
because I feel calm and connected
Connected to what?
to myself.
That's deep.
Yeah.
For me, it's the city.
Really?
Yeah, I feel inspired, Sofia,
By the people?
by everything.
The movement? The energy?
Exactly.
So maybe it's not about where.
but how you feel.
Exactly.
I like that.
Me too.
All right, I think we should wrap it up.
Yeah. That was a good conversation.
Simple, but meaningful.
Like always.
Exactly. So, city or nature?
You decide.
See you next time.
Thank you so much for listening to Real Talk English and Espanol. We really appreciate you being here and learning with us. Remember, learning a language takes time, so be patient with yourself and keep practicing. If you enjoyed this episode, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future lessons. We have many more conversations and practical lessons coming your way. See you next time. And keep speaking with confidence.